back on a football field. How does it feel?
Great. I'm like the first one out there. Today in practice, they told Byron, "Okay, you're in." I said, "No, let me get these last couple." Like I've never been more anxious to like get reps and get out there and do the things. So it's a great feeling.
Has that changed your perspective? You know, being away from it for a month, having it taken from you, now it's back to you. Has it helped you with your perspective?
And there was a time when I was going through all this that I contemplated not playing. I didn't want to play anymore. I didn't want to be Big Ben anymore. And I know that's what goes along with being number 7 for the Steelers. So part of me, at certain times, I can admit that I just, maybe I'll just not play anymore and go coach or do something else. But being away from these guys, I couldn't do it. I can't walk away from those guys. I love them too much. And I love this game.
Describe to me again, Big Ben versus Ben. What is the difference in those two guys?
Ben was the kid that grew up in Findlay and, the family, the person I am now. And when you start getting all that fame and the people and the money, notoriety, everywhere you go, you're the greatest thing in the world. You start to believe it. I think you start to think you're invincible and then think you're untouchable and better than other people. And I think I became selfish and, wasn't proud of who I was and the lifestyle that I was living.
When you go and you look back at the incidents in Milledgeville, Georgia, was that Big Ben?
Yeah, it was a lifestyle that I wasn't proud of. Now, I can tell you this, there's a lot of things people have asked me, why haven't you spoke up and said what did or didn't happen, all these things. I can't. There's some legal reasons I can't, but I will tell you this, that I never have and never will ever harm a female in the way that I was accused of doing. I can promise you that. Was I in a place that maybe, on better judgment and a better lifestyle I shouldn't have been? Yes, but I would never hurt a female like that, never.
Now, from that experience, what have you learned? What have you learned from that and you've applied today?
I remember just sitting there thinking, like, this is, who am I right now? Like, looking in the mirror and just not recognize who I saw and knowing that my lifestyle, the lifestyle decisions that I made wasn't me. And it was something that hit me hard and hit me like a ton of bricks, and it was a wake-up call. And I think that, I'm glad that I woke up.
You got a good relationship with your dad. What was that conversation like with him?
I told him I just felt like I wasn't me. Everything that was going on, and he kind of started to cry and said, "I know." He goes, I knew it wasn't you, and I was kind of afraid to say anything to you because I was afraid that you would just turn us off and just like not welcome us into your life anymore. And that hit me, and it was really touching that my dad, one of my best friends, would say that to me. It just shows you how far I went down that bad path. And he looked at me, in tears in his eyes, and I'm probably about this time and said, I'm glad to have my son back. And that was really, hit home.